Man, it seems like every week Gina Carano is in the news. And you know what? I'm okay with it. Hey guys, Gable Penny Shot back with another video. This time about Gina Carano of all people. Who would have thought? She's definitely making waves in the social media and news lately. Gina Carano is of course, an ex-UFC fighter turned actress, doing some kick-ass roles, and her latest stuff is in The Mandalorian, which is quite excellent. And if you guys haven't watched it yet, I would go ahead and watch it. Gina Carano also is not very kind to some of the blue-haired land whales in Twitter. Definitely, she's okay with people trolling and then throwing a little bit of spite back at them, which I love it when they're frisky. I love it. This article comes from Bounding into Comics. Jon Favreau rumored to be protecting the Mandalorian actor Gina Carano from being fired. Now, obviously, this is a rumor, so take everything with a grain of salt. But, it's fun to listen to. Jon Favreau, of course, the person who has revitalized the Star Wars franchise after the disastrous, so bad, previous trilogy under Disney Star Wars. A trilogy so bad that people just sort of stopped buying toys. Well, that was, of course, until The Mandalorian came. The giant wave that was Baby Yoda came into pop media. All the Baby Yoda toys and pictures and memes you have seen all through the internet. Yes, you can thank The Mandalorian about that. And, of course, Gina Carano plays a character in The Mandalorian. And apparently, Jon Favreau is protecting her from being fired. So let's go ahead and read this article. A new rumor claims that Mandalorian executive producer Jon Favreau is protecting actress Gina Carano from others inside Lucasfilm who wanted her fired. So obviously inside Lucasfilm, maybe we got some SJWs, some culture warriors trying to kick her out. That's actually a very kick-ass poster. I dig that. This new rumor comes from WDW Pro at Pirates and Princesses and follows months of Twitter activists and even Lucasfilm employees targeting Carano. Twitter activists claiming to be the Mandalorian fans have been after Carano for months. Back in August 2020, they accused the former Strike Force fighter of racism after she shared an anti-Nazi photo. Carano simply shared a photo of what many believed is German laborer August Landmesser refusing to give the Nazi salute to Adolf Hitler at a rally in 1936. And there's the tweet. Following the sharing of this image, numerous individuals targeted Carano, demanding she use the term ACAB, or all cops are bastards. Oh, yes. Anytime you demand somebody do something, Gina Carano just doesn't seem like the kind of person that just will do what you demand. Carano wasn't having any of it and called those targeting her cowards. That's the right thing to do. Dear trolls, psst. Oh, but make sure you keep checking in front of all your other 12 fake accounts, cowards. I'm glad you stopped following me. It's like the trash took itself out. Oh, snap. She would go double down and describe them as not only cowards, but bullies as well. Yes, that's exactly what they are. Bullies in numbers. Bullies in numbers. In my experience, screaming at someone that they are a racist when they are indeed not a racist in any post and or research you do will show you those exact facts, then I'm sorry. Those people are not educators. They are cowards and bullies. Preach it. Following this, multiple people began accusing her of racism. Yes, double down. That's obviously what you do. Gina, if you're not a racist, then show us. Support and donate to Black Lives Matter. Use your platform and voice to stand up against the police who are committing crimes against the people they are meant to protect. If 12 years olds on Twitter can do this, you can too. How is this an actual account? This blows my mind. One question. So all this shit just to come to a conclusion you're racist? This would just be the first number of occasions these so-called Mandalorian fans targeted Carano. Star Wars fans target everybody. I think that's basically what happens here. In September, they would try a different tactic and accuse her of transphobia simply because she refused to put pronouns in her Twitter bio. I do remember this. This is actually kind of funny. Carano responded to her accusation stating, "Yes, Pedro and I spoke and he helped me understand why people were putting them in their bios. I didn't know before, but I do know now. I won't be putting them in my bio, but good for all of you who choose to. I stand against bullying, especially the most vulnerable, and freedom to choose." All right. Given this tactic also did not work, they would then try to get her fired over what she liked on Twitter. This time, the campaign was led by Sci-Fi Fangirl's associate editor, Courtney Enlow. Oh my God. Is that how you spell girls? That is horrendous. who called on the Mandalorian to replace Carano. God, Gina Carano is just the worst. Mando should do like Soderbergh did and replace her ass with Laura San Giacomo. Like before, the campaigns did not work. Instead, sci-fi fangirls would get canceled. Ha! That's hilarious. So what did Gina Carano like? She liked a tweet, I guess, from Charlie Kirk, who's a conservative talking head. Laura Chen. Yeah, so, I mean, I think Gina Carano obviously is a conservative, or at least leans right. And she's just liking things she likes. There's nothing wrong with that. Like before, the campaign did not work. Instead of sci-fi fangirls would get canceled. Thank you for being a friend. Oh my gosh. This is is this the goodbye tweet from sci-fi fangirls? Today we're sad to say that we're ending publication from sci-fi fangirls. We're so proud of all the work we've been able to do for the past 4 years. Actually, I'm surprised they lasted 4 years. We're incredibly honored to have been a space for people who otherwise don't get the space or recognition to have their voices heard. We're heartbroken, but thankful we had the opportunity to share the best of what geek culture can be with all of you. Remember, geek like a girl. First off, I understand why Sci-Fi changed their name from SCIFI to SYFY for branding and trademark and all that. But fangirls, man, that's a terrible name. These Twitter activists would not be deterred. They would then try and get Carano fired by trending #FireGinaCarano. Man, it's one after another, man. This time they tried to cancel Carano over a meme she shared mocking Democrat Party leaders and their government lockdown policies that have devastated numerous American families. Yeah, obviously she leans right. The meme reads, Democratic government leaders now recommend we all wear blindfolds along with the mask so we can't see what's really going on. Carano would be accused of violence for sharing the meme. Oh my God. It just keeps going down the rabbit hole. This isn't just a difference in political opinions. What she has done and continuing to do is violent and harmful. She is supporting and defending white supremacists and their extremist ideals whilst voicing her own. Well, heaven forbid, being on a social media platform, she wants to voice her own opinion. Heaven forbid. And it's not just Twitter activists. Actual Lucasfilm employees have gotten in the act. Disney Star Wars is Dumb, which is by Ichibaka, great website, reported earlier this month that Star Wars designer Paul Harding claimed that Carano shows outright support for bigots. Man, these people, I think companies, they really need to wrangle in their employees. This is kind of getting outrageous. A couple funny or level-headed tweets don't make up for the consistent spreading of misinformation, conspiracy theories, and outright support for bigots, so no thanks. So this is a response to a tweet. I've got to say, I don't have to see eye to eye on absolutely everything with Gina Carano for it to be absolutely clear that she rocks. I have huge respect for her openness and honesty. They're admirable and valuable commodities in this industry. Now, this new rumor claims that Carano would have actually been fired from The Mandalorian already if it weren't for Jon Favreau. WDW Pro claims, I'm told that the feeling inside Lucasfilm is generally disdain for Carano as well. Yeah. So my question is, do they kill her off? Is that what's going to end up happening? I don't know. Jon Favreau tends to be reigniting the Star Wars love in a lot of fans, so maybe it's a good thing Jon Favreau makes these decisions. He goes on to claim that it is Jon Favreau who is preventing her from being fired. The problem for all those who hate Carano based on her worldview and political positions is that Jon Favreau isn't publicly political, and word on the street is he doesn't care one iota for the divisiveness. Yeah. I think that's the greatest way to possibly be. If you're making movies, the number one thing is you need to entertain and make money. If you entertain the people, you will make the money. I think Jon Favreau understands this. I don't understand why other woke media can't grasp this simple concept. WDW Pro then claims that Carano would indeed be fired if she wasn't working on The Mandalorian under Favreau. If Carano was employed in any other part of Lucasfilm, she'd be gone and she would have been let go long ago. While WW Pro does insinuate that Favreau is currently protecting Carano, he does question on whether or not he can continue to do so. He writes, the question now is whether or not Favreau can protect her. She's an integral part of the series, and firing her would essentially indicate that conservatives can be purged from Hollywood in a step beyond what we've already been seeing, which is blacklisting. I think Jon Favreau is not somebody who is going to just bend over and take it. I don't think he's gonna write it as long as he can, at least until this character comes to some sort of natural end, right? So whether the TV show ends or a character ends or dies or whatever is in service to the script, I don't think he's just going to bow down to it. I think what he's doing to Star Wars is very important. What he's doing is reigniting the love in the fans that the original or that the Disney trilogy ruined for a lot of people. So I think this is integral. And if they're smart, they will let Jon Favreau do what Jon Favreau wants to do. And as of right now, it's create interesting characters and great worlds and give it to the fans. That's what he wants to do. All right, guys, what do you think? Are you in love with Gina Carano? Do you hate her? Do you don't care for her politics? What about Jon Favreau, his lack of politics? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Please like and share this video. I'm a small channel still trying to grow. Thanks, guys, and I will talk to you later. Bye.